as you can see, summer's not here. I'm back in the UK. What? Time has flown by a ridiculous amount. It's been almost 11 days since I've been back. Well, by the time this video comes out. And yeah, I'm just going to be talking about being back home, just adjusting, and also my pick of the months, really. So yeah, stay tuned. Firstly, I just want to talk about the most obvious thing is my first thoughts and feelings on being back. And I actually was talking to Summer about this and saying that I've been away for 12 months, yet it doesn't feel like it. Home hasn't changed, friends and family haven't changed, apart from being ridiculously tall. And my brother has grown so much, and yeah, it's really lovely to see. But other than that, the area which I live in is pretty much the same. London is the same. And yeah, it's just really good to be back. I don't know, it's kind of nice coming back to familiarity and being able to just fit right back in instead of feeling alienated, because, you know, re-entry culture shock is a thing. And I think I'll save that for when I see Summer again and we can talk about it together. But yeah, reverse culture shock is, yeah, something that I would like to discuss later on. So apart from coming back and my initial thoughts and feelings, jet lag as well was a killer, because I was, you know, trying to stay awake the first day I arrived, because I arrived midday. So I left Korea midnight and then arrived in London at midday, which is beyond my brain, beyond what I can handle. And so I basically arrived the same day that I left. I think my last week in Korea was really, really nice. My mum and my auntie came to help me, not only just help me bring my stuff back, but also to experience Korea and kind of see, you know, why I came here. And so I took them to Busan, I took them to Seoul, and we just had a fantastic time. They got to try new foods, they got to, you know, see things that they haven't really seen before. And this was their first time being in Asia, and you know, I was just so happy and so grateful for them actually coming, because, you know, when you make plans with family and friends and you say come visit me and things like that, it's really hard to do these things, to prepare these things, but also to step out your own comfort zone and experience a whole new culture and a whole new country and language. And so I was, you know, and still am, like, so proud and happy that they came here, because it's completely different to what they're used to. And yeah, they really enjoyed it. One thing that they kept saying was just how polite people were in Korea. And, you know, there is this kind of feeling that you get sometimes as a black traveller, the staring or the questions and just feeling out of place when you go travelling. But they felt really safe, they felt really comfortable. No, they really enjoyed their time in Korea, they enjoyed the food. And I also took them to noraebang, which is karaoke, and they loved it. So I would recommend that people go to Korea just to visit and just travel and experience something new. I think there was also a lot of hype about the coronavirus, and it would be kind of weird of me not to mention it. I think there's been a lot of fear mongering going on, and it kind of like put a little damper on the trip, because people were telling them not to go and things. But I prepared well: masks, hand sanitizer, just washing your hands before you eat, washing your hands after you come off public transport, when you come into your house. Just things that you should be doing anyway. And, you know, taking your vitamins and just being mindful. I don't want to ignore the fact that people, you know, have sadly lost their lives to this virus. I just want to kind of press that you must take the same steps you would as any other flu virus that goes around. I feel as well the fear mongering can make you stressed and therefore put your body under stress and therefore make you weaker and more susceptible to catching colds, common colds and the flu. And just make sure your mind and your body is right, and you know, but again, I'm not a health professional. This is just something that, you know, I do in order not to freak out, because I'm very good at it, like A star in freaking out. So let's move away from kind of the kind of morbid stuff, and I just want to kind of talk about my pick of the month. And I'm just gonna kind of combine it with January and February, I guess. You know, my resolutions for the year and so on was to make healthy life choices, was to read more and stress less. And I think just reflecting on January and also kind of February itself, I've been trying to read more, obviously taking on the new book challenge and just been really enjoying reading, and to be honest, that's been one of the highlights. Which is quite sad. Is that sad? I don't know, I don't care. Another recent highlight has to definitely be Parasite. The funny thing is about Parasite, the movie, it came out in Korea a very long time ago. And I mean, obviously 2019, I think it was something like August. I'm gonna have to fact check that at some point. But it came out months ago, and I don't know, we just never watched it, because we were so focused on other films like Avengers, Maleficent 2, Frozen, for example, Joker, and just never went to see a Korean film in Korea. Why not? Anyway, I saw that it was coming out in the UK, so I thought, okay, cool, I'll see it once I'm back. So I watched it, and it's amazing, and I really recommend people to go watch it, 15 and over please. And it's talking and dealing with a lot of social issues and class issues, and well, within Korea, but also can be applicable to many other situations. I don't want to go too into it in case of spoilers, but similar to Joker, like, you know, the people at the top, the upper class, the government, all these kind of things can really influence how things are going for the working class and the lower class, and, you know, the kind of negative side to it, and what happens when they're being oppressed so much, the choices that they make in order to fight against their oppression or their oppressors, and, you know, the consequences of their actions, and the fact that they are punished even though, yeah. But I really recommend it, especially because at one point I wasn't too sure who to feel sorry for, and I think that in itself, like the questions and the arguments that it raises within yourself and questions your own morals, is a great piece of work by my standards. I don't really have high standards, I'm not a professional. Just my opinion, really. So yeah, please go and enjoy Parasite, have discussions about it, and yeah, if you've seen it, you know, drop a comment below or message me and we can chat about it, because I think it really deserved the Oscar and the awards that it received. So just to end on a positive note, I found out that it's Random Acts of Kindness Week in the US, and so I thought it'll be really nice to challenge myself and challenge my friends and family to perform an act of kindness, whether it's, you know, a really big gesture or a really small gesture, like opening the door for somebody as you're walking around the street. So I challenge you as well. Since it's our friends and family that watch this anyway, I'm re-challenging you. So just to do something kind, whether it's to someone you love or someone you know, or a stranger. And I think within this current climate, there's a lot of hate, and it's quite sad, really. So I feel like we just need to be a bit more kind. And as cliche as it sounds, that's what we need to do. We need to kind of have some faith in humanity and just be more loving to each other. And I think we place a lot of emphasis on being nice to people that we know, and not necessarily people that we don't know. And that's something I fail to do sometimes. So this week is going to be about trying to give back socially. And also, at the end of that, if you have time with all your kind givings, please do something kind and loving for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you can't love yourself and be kind to yourself, it will be very hard to give that love and kindness to others. So, you know, take some time out this week to do something for yourself. And, you know, if you had celebrated Valentine's Day, whether solo, in a couple, or in a group, you know, I hope you had a lovely Valentine's as well, or a Galentine's, or a Guyantines, or a Bromantines, or a Family-tines. I don't know if they do all those. Let's bring it in. I hope you had, a lovely week. Thanks for watching and listening to this mess. Goodbye. Also, I forgot to say, check us out on Pinterest, Instagram, and Goodreads, and Twitter. And catch you in the next video. Bye!